On this episode of Lake Life Lowdown, I'm joined by Chelsea Klimkiewicz of the Magic Dragon team at RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks. Chelsea shares the story behind the RE/MAX LOTO Charitable Foundation, why it was started, who it serves, and the events that make its mission possible, including the upcoming Chiefs and Chili Cookoff. We also talk lake life, family, and what it means to give back to a community you love. This is a conversation full of heart, hometown spirit, and practical ways to get involved. Welcome back to Lake Life Lowdown, and I am here with Chelsea K. And I said Chelsea K because I want to let her say her last name once and for all on the record. Chelsea, what is your last name?
Klimkiewicz.
Klimkiewicz. Okay, so you don't have to call her Chelsea K anymore. You can call her Chelsea Klimkiewicz. Or you can call her mom, Ann Klimkewicz. You don't have to call them the Ks anymore. I wanted Chelsea on the podcast today because I wanted to talk to you specifically about the Charitable Foundation and the RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks Charitable Foundation, and then also just a little bit about your experience as a realtor here at the lake. You are on a different team than I am, but you're still part of the RE/MAX family, so I think it's important to hear maybe a little bit of a different perspective. We'll jump right into this. All right. When was the RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks Charitable Foundation formed?
Okay. The Charitable Foundation was formed in August of 2011.
Okay. All right. And what inspired it?
Being in a small town community, we always want to be able to give back, especially, we live here, we work here, and we just want to give back to the community. So it was kind of inspired by all agents to just want to do that.
Okay. So how does it work? How does money get put into the Charitable Foundation?
So the main funding is every transaction that goes through RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks, a portion of that transaction gets deposited into the charitable fund. And then those funds are granted through the board, and the board is made up of 7 volunteer members. So they volunteer their time to go through that, and grants come in monthly, and then they get voted on and approved and goes right back to our community.
Okay. So if I were an organization, specifically a 501c3.
Correct.
And I'll say that slower, 501c3.
Yes.
How do I apply for a grant? How do I get some money from my organization from yours?
So you can apply directly on our RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks website.
Okay.
You can go to our RE/MAX Charitable Foundation Facebook page.
Okay.
And they're both there. You can reach out to our main office, any single RE/MAX agent. Every single one of us has access to that form. And then you would send it in to Cassie, as of right now, Cassie, or the president of the foundation. And then it goes on to the next monthly board agenda.
Okay. So what kind of things do you guys cover with the foundation funds? So my organization, let's say I feed needy kids, or I find car parts for people who are struggling financially. What things do you guys fund?
So we will fund just about anything. Anything is up on the table for discussion.
Okay.
As long as you're a 501c3 and you're located in Miller, Camden, or Morgan County, we do like to keep the money here locally.
Okay.
So if it's an organization that may be a local organization, but the money gets funded somewhere else out of state, another one would probably take precedence over that. We've done the local food bank, any local area schools, Idiots Club. We've even helped out, Daybreak Rotary. We were a huge part of the clown organization with the Dream Factory.
Yeah.
That was a big one. We've helped out local fire departments, CADV, even the Forget Me Not Horse Ranch, just kind of anything, whether you're adults in need, had a house fire, anything of that, local churches,
Okay.
Just anything.
How much money, roughly, have you guys given back so far?
So since 2011, we have given back almost $740,000.
Okay. Okay. So some money has come back into the community. That's to say the least. Is there anything in particular, like any events or anything like that the foundation hold?
Yeah, so we do a couple of special events, and we're always, open for new ideas and trying new things. 3 years ago, we started a chili cook-off, so we do a Chiefs and Chili tailgate. So that's been a growing event this fall that's coming up. We also do a trivia night that has been a new event the last couple years as well, too, for our RE/MAX family. We raise money that way. We've done school drive donations. And then around Christmas time, we also will either do like a Toys for Tots or adopt families and buy toys that way and give back to our community in that way as well.
Okay. You mentioned the Chiefs and Chili Cookoff.
Yes.
So that is coming up real quick.
Yes, that is October 12th, Sunday.
Is that open to the public?
It is.
Okay, so open to the public. Is it free or does it cost?
So it's $10 to get in.
Okay.
There's going to be about 12 to 18 teams. And you will get to try all of the chili that each team has. And it's going to be an outdoor event. It's at the sanctuary. The game on the 12th is a night game, so we're going to do a tailgate. So it starts at 3 p.m.
Okay. What does this event kind of look like? Like, how does, like, if I go there as somebody who's wanting to try some chili, what happens when I get there?
So there's a little bit more than chili that goes on. So we also have I don't know if you've met many realtors, but we're pretty competitive, and especially our vendors as well too. So it is a hardcore competition. People take a lot of pride in it. There, I believe we even had a vegan chili last year, so there could be something for everybody. They do a judge's choice chili, and then there's also a people's choice. So you, as an attendee, get to vote. That comes with voting tickets, and then there's also a spirit award. So speaking of that competition where everybody gets really into it, that's probably one of the bigger awards there, if you can imagine. And then we are also doing a live auction for an actual Chiefs tickets for a football game in December. And then there will be a 50-50 raffle.
Okay. So the Spirit Award, what does that look like? Is that for people showing up or for the
That's
teams?
for the teams that have entered.
Okay.
So we provide them a table, and then they have to do everything else. So they'll bring their own tent, they'll bring their own decor, they'll bring their own outfits. And it's kind of called the Red Award. So it's whoever gets the most into the spirit of the tailgate.
Yeah.
And then we take a kind of a crowd vote on that.
Yeah. Yeah. When does judging usually happen? So if it starts at 3 and I'm showing up and I want to make sure I get my tickets in to pick for the chili that I like.
Yes.
When does that close?
So judges will kind of go right away, probably around 3:30. Judges will start tasting. And then I would say probably around 4:30, so we can announce the winner by 5. That gives enough time to count. So you probably want to make sure you get there pretty early, get your votes in, and probably start counting about 4:30.
Okay. So as this is the 3rd year that this is happening, why do you think this has caught on and gotten quite as big as it's gotten?
Every year we are growing little by little. And who doesn't love chili? Who doesn't love outdoor events? Who doesn't love the Chiefs?
Yeah.
And who doesn't love supporting their community? So
Exactly. Yeah. The first year we got reined in, but it was still a lot of people, it seemed like. It still was pretty popular.
Last year was about 80 degrees. I think it was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. But we got to have that one outside and we got to enjoy the whole space and it was really nice out. So at least it wasn't raining or gross outside, but.
No, and then the sanctuary, they have a little outdoor bar as well too. So you don't always have to go in for your drinks. You can stay right out there in the area and get a drink.
It's a really fun time. Everybody, I recommend that you go. Why did you want to join the Charitable Foundation, aside for the free chili?
Besides for the free chili, I love getting involved in our community. Back before I was in real estate, I was the president of the Lake of the Ozarks Wedding Association, and I just love being able to be a part of, either bringing the community together or bringing people to our community. I am a sucker for event planning, so I love planning events. So that's more of it. And then I also just kind of love our community and giving back and being able to be that face out there is.
So are you involved in any other charities or organizations?
So charities, not so much right now. So right now I'm doing the Charitable Foundation, but I also sit on the Camden County Leadership Board of Advisors for the Camden County Leadership Program.
Okay. What does that look like?
So Camden County Leadership, if you haven't done it or ever heard of it, it's a really fun event. Well, it's not really an event. It's a 9-month class, and you go around and you learn almost everything there is to know about your community. You visit schools, you visit just things that you didn't know, that like the trap shoot range, the fish hatcheries, everything.
Yeah.
And then you also get to know a bunch of other different leaders in your community as well too. So it's also about networking, but planning your day, whether it be an economy and tourism day, a health and education day, law and order day, or the infrastructure day. So
Okay.
you get to go learn about what's new and upcoming, get some back aisle scenes of
Yeah.
different
What's going
things.
on? All right.
Mm-hmm.
How does somebody get involved with that?
So that program is getting ready to start. Our applications are due at the end of the July, and then it usually starts in September. And then every 3 to 4 weeks, we do one session. So it's a 9 month program, and then graduation is in April.
Okay.
So it's only like 1 or 2 days a month that you have to set aside to do this to learn about your community, and it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, you've lived at the lake for a while now. What do you like most about living here, raising your family here? What keeps you here?
My family, for one. But yes, I do love that it's almost like a small town. I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a town of 12, 1,500 people, and, and only being 10 or 15 minutes away from a big city, like out in the country. And it kind of is that here. You get that, but you still have more than I had in my town of 1,500.
Right.
We have a Walmart, we have Hy-Vee, we have things, which is nice. And then you do kind of get the big city feel a little bit in the summertime, but in that off season, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you walk around the grocery store, you're bound to take 45 minutes because you'll run into a couple people which is how you kind of catch up, and it's nice.
Yeah. It doesn't ever feel like anybody's too far away from you.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so your husband is also very involved in the community. He's in the fire department. How has being part of a first responder family shaped how you live here at the lake?
Oh, well, I think that I kind of see the light a little different some days. I also know that if anybody is in need of any medical emergency or even in our neighborhood, that they don't hesitate to call, which is nice. And that you kind of do see that anything could change in the drop of the hat. You see the emergencies, you see the good and the bad, all in the neighborhood. So it makes you almost love the community more, just to be that close knit and just kind of have that relationship with people, or even be able to console people, or just be able to be there for them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough moment, because you're just like you said, you have to see both sides of it. So you get the moment where the whole community comes together, but you're also there for the moment where they actually need their community. But that second part probably makes it doable, makes it worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
You're very involved in charitable events and stuff like that here at the lake. Is there an event or a moment that has especially stood out to you as being like meaningful or memorable?
You mean besides the chili cook-off?
Yes.
Okay.
Besides the main event of the chili cook-off.
One of my favorite events that happens in this community every year is the Gala Trees, I think. Gala Trees, it's that 2-week-long event, and they have different organizations that decorate and donate Christmas trees and wreaths, and then they are put on display at a local restaurant for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah.
Locals, people that are coming in from out of town, or people that are coming in town to visit their families for the holiday, they kind of get to see what we're about.
Yeah.
And then I think it kind of also boosts the spirit of the holiday upcoming and the givingness. And
yeah, some of those trees are crazy beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Like, people start working on those
well in advance.
Yeah, in like April. Like, they start buying and planning and getting all those things ready, because it takes a hot minute to put there. Some of them are very intricate.
They are impressive.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah. Gallows trees and the wreaths and stuff are beautiful. It's kind of amazing to see just the craftsmanship that the community has too, because you don't always get to see that side of a fellow business person or something like that. Because anybody can submit their tree or wreath. Yeah, that's a good one. I recommend looking out for that. They usually have it at Wobbly Boots.
Yeah, it's usually Wobbly Boots, and it is a silent auction.
Yeah.
And all that money raised goes to children's charities at the lake as well.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pay attention to that.
And that's an off-season one, so that's why it's one of my favorites.
True. Yeah, that is a good one. This last year at the Strip, they brought back Santa, and he came and hung out and in that little spot where they had like the bumper cars and stuff like that, where those used to be.
LOTO Live up at the top? Yeah.
So he came and they had hot cocoa and candy canes and stuff like that, and the kids got to take a picture and they got a little goodie bag. So Santa's back if you want to ever go down and hang out and see him.
Yeah, that's always exciting. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard to find a Santa around here
Yeah.
that's not a
Yeah.
line full of 400 people.
Yeah, or like in the bank or something like that. He's
Yeah.
just there on the strip, and they made a big deal about bringing him down. Like they had lights and sirens going and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love Christmas around here too.
Yeah, it's the best. And especially like if you never get a chance to go over to Lori, that is the best time of year to do it because the Trail of Lights is right there and it is beautiful.
Yeah, I actually took the girls to that last year.
Yeah.
And one slept the whole way through because it's a 30-minute drive.
Yeah. I want to go.
And the other one I made stay awake.
But you get a candy cane at the end of it.
You did. She did. She was excited.
What's your perfect lake day with and without kids?
Oh my gosh, my perfect lake day with the kids. Probably when we actually get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, living here you don't get to enjoy it as often. So honestly, when friends or family come down from out of town and they're in town and they bring their kids and we get to just, sometimes just hang out and be a tourist or, go with their kids, rather it be shopping on the strip or going to maybe like Margaritaville or the water park, or simply just like grilling out and cooking at the house and just relaxing. I mean, just spending time, I think, and letting those people see what we get to live every day.
Yeah. There's a lot of people come here with that preconceived notion of what the lake is, and when they get here, they immediately get to see why we live here. So like there's a ton of little things that started happening around here, like the boutique crawls.
Yes.
We have a ton of little boutiques and they're all different and they all have cool things in there, and they do the fall and the spring boutique crawl. The fall one's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
And it's a whole day down, like you can start in Eldon, come through the strip, go into Osage Beach and Camdenton.
Yeah.
And
there's so many
plan your
boutiques.
lunch. And I like to do the boutique crawl, but I also do a food crawl mixed in with it. And we stop and get appetizers every
other.
Yeah. So we'll go into a store and then we'll go into a little restaurant or a little bar.
That sounds like the perfect girls' day.
It is the best. And like you can get a little party bus or shuttle bus to take you around so nobody has to drive.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So you don't get those experiences in a big city.
No. You do have two, you mentioned them and I've mentioned them now. You have two little ones.
Yes.
What are some family-friendly spots around the lake that maybe people don't know about?
Oh, goodness. One of our favorite things probably to do, like if we had a weekend, or a Saturday morning off. I mean, Loretta's still way too little to really enjoy anything, but Eleanor, her favorite thing is to go out to Fire Ridge Farms out in Camdenton and feed the goats.
Oh.
And then on Saturday mornings, they also do a story time out there. So you can bring like a little picnic blanket and then they'll read a book and they do story time out there. There's Swallowtail Farms. There's a little food truck that sits out there. They sell fresh baked sourdough bread. They do fresh cow milk. And they have, they have pigs and bunnies and cows and chickens and all of that too out there. So you can kind of just go out there and feed some goats. And she loves it.
Where's that at?
It's on 7.
Oh, okay.
Right out. You take Camdenton kind of by the airport and then you take 7 and it's on the right.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, the next Saturday you've got free.
Yeah. Go to Fire Ridge. They got a cute little shop area too. You can buy fresh meat and stuff there as well.
Nice. All right. I had no idea that existed.
No.
And I lived here for 30-something years.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Fire Ridge Farms.
Magic Dragon Properties.
Oh, yes.
How did you guys land on that name?
Okay. So, have you ever heard the term Magic Dragon living at the lake area? Mm-hmm. Right? The Magic Dragon Street Show. Yep. There's the Magic Dragon Trails. So, the way the Magic Dragon kind of looks is if you're up in the sky, like say you're in a helicopter and you're looking down on the lake itself is a serpentine shape. So that's how it got its name, the Magic Dragon. So the lake is actually nicknamed the Magic Dragon.
Yep.
And then we just played on it and did the properties part.
There you go. That's a classic example of work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
It's already called Magic Dragon. Might as well just toss on the properties.
We're just going to add to it.
There you go. Why did you choose Remax Lake of the Ozarks then?
So I specifically chose Remax Lake of the Ozarks because my mom's actually here, and she has always had good things to say about it. And when I was given the opportunity to join her team, I just couldn't say no.
There you go. Why did you choose to be a realtor then?
Well, I wanted better hours, of course,
Yeah.
but I mean, they are better than what I had, but they are still nights and weekends.
Yep.
But they aren't until 2 a.m. or, different things like that. And I like the ability to make my own schedule.
Yeah.
I love people. I can talk to just about anybody. And, who doesn't love house shopping?
Exactly. Is there a Remax Lake of the Ozarks moment that you have that just sticks in your head whenever you think about the company?
Oh gosh, whenever I think about the company, probably just how much fun that they have. I don't know whose bosses would dress up in, oh gosh, who were
Ricky
they?
Bobby.
Ricky Bobby
Mhm.
and Cal Newton Jr.
Yeah.
I don't know whose bosses would dress up in those outfits multiple times
Yeah, more than once.
in public.
Yeah, they say they don't like it, but
I think they do.
It's always their idea to dress up. I don't think people realize that.
Yes.
It's their idea.
Yes.
No one forced them to do that.
No. I think they have, and seeing them have so much fun makes us have fun. And it's okay to be silly, and it's okay to have fun because we're all here to have a good time.
Yeah, they do this. They do the silly really well, but they do it on top of after a full day of learning and
yes,
they mix it in there. But
work hard, play harder.
Yes,
right?
That is absolutely correct. All right, I've got a lightning round for you. So I'm going to ask you rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay. Morning coffee versus nightcap.
Oh, nightcap. I don't drink coffee.
Oh. Well, then that makes sense. Boat day or dock day?
Oh, dock day.
Yeah. What's harder, getting 2 kids out of the door in the morning or back-to-back showings?
Getting 2 kids out of the door in the morning.
Yeah. Chiefs game at Arrowhead or chili cook-off watch party at the lake?
At the lake.
Yeah. If you had to name a new boat, what would you name it?
Ooh. Gosh, that's a good one.
Chad has recently told me that his boat's name is Little Debbie.
Little Debbie? Because he likes snack cakes?
How can people reach you?
I'm available by phone. So my cell phone's 309-261-8802. Email. Stop by my office.
You're here at Remax Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
She's right down the building from me.
Yep.
You'll see the nice big Magic Dragon properties. How can people get to the Charitable Foundation again?
So we have a website, we have a Facebook page, or you could even visit the Remax Lake of the Ozarks website, and it'll take you directly there as well.
Yep. Or you can call the main office at 573-302-2300. All right. That's what I got. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Please make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. That helps me know that people are watching. And if you can't find me on YouTube for some reason, the Lake Life Lowdown page, you can find us on the Facebook page. There is a Lake Life Lowdown Facebook group. All you have to do is join it. It is free, open to anybody. And as always, stay anchored, friends. Thank you.